Good evening and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia on Warranjoy Woiwurrung traditional land for the CCM National Women's Tournament Rookie Division Game 2 of the evening, and it's between the Shanialators in the sort of leopardy print and pink and the Cherry Bombers in the light pink. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to tell them apart, but we'll do our best. It's the sort of light pink and brown versus the, the dark pink and brown versus the light pink. No, we'll get there eventually. It's dark pink and brown against light pink and black stripes. So we'll see if we can tell those two apart reasonably well throughout the game. The Cherry Bombers yesterday, they had a 0-0 draw against the Victorian Fairy Lights. Fairy Lights just went down 3-1 against Hidden Gems. And the Shanialators lost 4-0 against the Hidden Gems last night. The Hidden Gems were very strong indeed with Amy Sobodka and a couple of other players there for them doing very well indeed. So players to watch out for the Cherry Bombers. In particular, Jackie Morris was effective. So too Scarlett Maloney in defence, and Emily Kmetch was superb. But the outstanding player for the Cherry Bombers in that 0-0 draw that they fought out was their goaltender, Nikki Bosman, who was an absolute wall. For the Shanialators, they have Katie Davenport in the net for them. Players to watch out for them, Zoe Chan, who was quite effective. So too Whitney Zhao, who was good too. And watch out too Remy Condon, who was quite effective in defence. Yvette Thomas shows up tonight for the first time, not able to play last night, who will bring some strength to the defence of the Shanialators. A large number of these players have come up through the development programs here at iceHQ, and another interesting little thing to be aware of is the one of the referees tonight is Lucy Parrington, who is the captain of the Melbourne Ducks AWIHL, refereeing this evening, was also refereeing yesterday evening. We're enormously privileged to have Lucy here with us tonight as one of the referees. If you reckon you can pull any tricks or stunts, there's none she doesn't know. She's been a veteran of this game for a very, very long time and still playing at the absolute top level you can play in this country in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. And she will be playing for the Melbourne Ducks next weekend when they take on the Perth Thunder here at iceHQ on Saturday and Sunday. So tune in for that one or come down and watch it here on the Melbourne Ducks. We're about to get underway. Parrington will be dropping the puck and the game is away. The face-off won by the Shanialators. They chip the puck in, but it gets to Jess Kelly, who shovels it back down the other end. Racing now to try and cut it off is Rosen Briscoe, but it will go for icing. Initially, the whistle has blown, waiting for the puck and calling for it, without realizing perhaps that the whistle has blown, was Lorraine Provost. Icing, if you play the puck from your own side of the rink and it crosses the goal line at the other end without anyone touching it, it's the crime of icing and you're brought back for a defensive zone face-off. And in addition, unusual for players used to playing here in our recreation league, you also are not allowed to get a change. As the Shanialators get themselves organised. The face-off this time won by the Cherry Bombers, who goes back behind the net, racing over to try and pick it up. Sayo Lay goes across the slot, and it will be shoveled in on the blue line there by the Shanialators. Puck goes across the front looking for Kmek. Wouldn't quite go as they try and play the puck out of the zone, the Cherry Bombers. They get the puck up as far as Darcy, who clears the puck out of the zone. But it's returned with a bit of interest. Jess Kelly now tries to shovel it out. Just leaves the puck behind. It's on the stick now of Lay. He tries to get a shot across. It goes behind the net though. It's battling for it, wrapping around. Lay's been playing here for a number of years. A lot of experience. Puck now brought out by the Cherry Bombers and they're away. Pass made across to the unmarked Eliza Darcy, who's pushed into the corner. Nice work there in defence by the Cherry Bombers as it's picked up by Remy Condon, who blows a tyre in the process and coming back now the other way. The Cherry Bombers with a bit of space. Jerry Lausch couldn't get it through. It was intercepted, and as a referee there in Parrington takes an uncharacteristic tumble, bit of a smile on her face. And the puck is played back by the Cherry Bombers to their goaltender. Careful there, you don't score an own goal. And we will have a defensive zone face-off for the Cherry Bombers. 12 minutes and 58 seconds to play. 2 shots in net so far by the Shanialators, none yet to the Bombers. Nikki Bosman in the net for them, who was absolutely outstanding last night, made a very large number of saves for a shutout. Doesn't count as a win though, because they didn't score any goals either, but 0-all game is a shutout for both goaltenders, and of course they love that. And it's not able to keep the puck in, the Shanialators. They'll have to go back and pick it up, and it'll be retrieved by Condon. Condon puts the puck around the back of the net. It'll be picked up now by Morris, trying to keep the puck in for the Shanialators of Silton Madula. But they battle now on the half boards. It comes up to the out at the edge of the boards. Not able to clear the zone though. The Shanialators still stuck in their defensive zone. They chip the puck up the boards though, and they get it as far as Douglas, who charges down now, but it'll go for another icing. And they'll be brought back for a defensive zone face-off. Now, Cherry Bombers looking to go and try and get a change. If you're not used to competition rules here, and you can see Provost trying to go and get a change up, but the referee saying, not in these rules. In a recreation league here at iceHQ, we don't enforce the no changing rule on icing. But this is a championship and the rules are different. We're playing under strict International Ice Hockey Federation rules. And so you can't get a change when you ice the puck. Which means tied legs. Bankton drops the puck, get us underway. Goes across into the slot. Walsh had a little bit of a chance, couldn't get it on cleanly. Fripp tried to keep the puck in. It's kept in the zone. Shanialators looking to clear the puck out of the zone if they can. Shovelly backhand there, Kamenek. That wouldn't quite go. It was worth a try, and now racing back to pick it up for the Cherry Bombers. Is their defence. They play it up the boards. Gets to Walsh, who just chips it out. Tried to get the puck up the ice, but it's flung back in by the Cherry Bombers. And having to go back and pick it up now, Christy Fripp will have to go and retrieve it. Rims the puck around the back of the net. It's a good choice. Can't score from there as they try and clear the puck out of the zone. Kamenek was trying to clear it out. It wouldn't quite go. And now it's on the stick of Whitney Zhao on her first shift. She's robbed of the puck. Trying to shovel it in there was Yvette Thomas. But it's back now onto the stick of the Cherry Bombers defence. Briscoe puts it up the puck, puts it up the ice, looking for a connection. Just trying to get the puck up ice to a teammate in the far corner. And they will reset and reload. Puck deep in the corner now for the Shanialators as they try and pour on a bit more attacking pressure. Keeping the puck in there nicely was Briscoe. But well positioned Lucy Parrington, who observed the offside. If you're not familiar with the offside rule, if the puck comes out of the offensive zone, all of your players have to leave it before any of them can go back in and play the puck. One way to think about it, and don't say it too quickly, is puck you. Or say it too quickly, I don't mind. Alex de Bordeley will be taking the face-off for the Shanialators. He's just trying to pinch in a little bit. Was it a winger? And a battle on the boards in front of the scorer's box. Morris just managed to shovel it back. Morris, another player who came up through both the lights and through the dev program here at iceHQ. Gets on the puck on her stick, manages to clear it out of the zone. It'll be shoved back in by Nadira for the Shanialators. Hand up for an offside, maybe not aware of it, was Briscoe. Sorry, not Briscoe, that's 39. Just waiting for our system to catch up with reality here. And we'll have an offside. Offside, a tricky rule at times if you're not familiar with it, especially new players often struggle with it. It's different to most other games. Dervish now shovels the puck in deep, a player with a lot of experience. As they have a bit of a battle on the half boards, trying to clear the puck out of the zone. Trying to get a shot away now, Chan. But it's one deep into the corner. Chan gets there first, tries to put it across into the slot. This player's battling for position in the slot. The slot being the space in front of the goaltender. And it will be fired out of the zone in defence by the Cherry Bombers defence. De Bordeley trying to get onto the puck and get a shot across. He's pushed into the corner, goes across into the slot, trying to find a connection there. Chan was there but couldn't complete it. And the Cherry Bombers will clear the puck out of the zone. It gets through the stick of Condon and goes all the way down the other end. The referee waving off the icing. It hit someone or something. And the Cherry Bombers will play the puck up the ice. Gets to De Bordeley, who's another player with a lot of experience, has played in Canada. Puck is flung across the other side looking for Lay, who's skating in with great feet movement. Can't get it past the defensive pressure there of the Cherry Bombers, and it's in the corner. 7 minutes to play, no shots, no goals so far. Cherry Bombers no shots on the net, 2 on the net so far for the Shanialators. And the Cherry Bombers clear the puck out there. Jess Kelly, the one doing the job, gets the puck out of the zone. Shanialators will go back and reload. Emily Komet coming in to put some pressure on the breakout. Does nicely, just disrupting it. Forces not quite a turnover, but certainly a change in momentum. He's now going back to pick it up, put some pressure on Sayalay. He's going in to put some pressure on Nicholson. Nicholson behind the net, tries to get the puck out of the zone, looking for Lausch. Does so, but not cleanly. Lay loose in the slot, banging away, trying to call for the puck. Kamek will clear the puck out of the zone, not quite though. This time Walsh gets it out, chips it up ice, finding the stick of Warren. Warren watched carefully there as Megan Douglas took it away from her. Nice play though, Morris just disrupted that surge. Puck dumped down the other end, the referee with a hand up for an icing. Puck was played from the wrong side of the red line and will come back for an icing on the Cherry Bombers. Not allowed to get a change. You can see the referee straight away going back over there and retrieving players who are keen to get off the ice. Interestingly, all of the coaches today are players who've come up through the development program here at iceHQ. We've got Mia and Heath and Phineas are the coaches for the teams, and they're all former or current or upcoming development program assistant coaches. So they've learned how to do it. Coming back now the other way, Lay being swamped though by Morris and Nicholson, runs out of room. Nicholson gets there first, tries to chip the puck around. Lay though battles for it, trying to put the puck into the slot in front of the net. Lay still battling away, but Morris this time manages to clear the puck out. They get the puck up to the half boards. Morris still battling, trying to clear the puck out of the zone. It's shoveled in back in though by the Cherry Bombers on the stick there of Thomas, who did a good job keeping the puck in on the boards for the Cherry Bombers. Briscoe, sorry, for the Shanialators was Briscoe who kept the puck in nicely. Now the Cherry Bombers still with play. Lay winds, tries to get a shot through it, went wide. Nicholson was in the way, almost tipped it in the wrong direction. Shot fired, bounces off the pads there of the goaltender in there in Bosman. Another chance though for the Shanialators. Have had some good pressure so far. You'll see some push and shove in front of the slot. It's perfectly normal if you're going to party in that area of the rink. You expect a rowdy reception. Charging in to try and do something constructive was Dervish, who shoveled it in. Referee's hand is up for offside as Lay makes her way back onside casually. Looks like Lay may have come a cropper of a bit of a push and shove in the slot as the Cherry Bombers through Lauch will clear the puck out. Maloney shovels it in across the net, was looking for a connection there with Maguire, didn't quite get to her. As the Cherry Bombers apply some pressure now for the first time. Sloan in as well, trying to battle. The puck is kept in by the charging Fripp, but it goes all the way down the other end and Jess Kelly will have to get it. She tries to rim the puck up the boards, but runs afoul of De La Cruz. Can they get the puck out of the zone now? Just missing on the clearance was Nadila, sorry. And Kelly will shovel it back down. But going to pick it up now is the experienced Mel Dervish, who has time. Goes around behind the net, looks up for a connection, sees nothing, but the centre of the ice is open. Goes up through the middle. It's usually not a great call, but in this instance there was no pressure. It was being pressed in the end by Maguire. But the Cherry Bombers will get the puck out of the zone eventually. They get it past the check there of De Bordeley, but it's shovelled out by Dervish. And we will have a discussion with the Shanialators there, Parrington explaining one of the finer points. Not exactly sure what the call is, but with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the first, it looks like it's going to be a penalty. And it's a penalty on Nina Delacruz, who will be sitting 2 minutes or less. We'll see what it's for in just a moment. No clear indication. So the Cherry Bombers have the first power play. The Shanialators restricted just to 4 players for 2 minutes, unless a goal is scored against them, in which case Delacruz can come back on the ice. Shanialators with too many at the moment. They're only allowed 4, not 5. As Thomas is directed to leave the ice. So watch for the Shanialators to try and just own the space in front of the net and clear the puck out the other end. There's no icing enforced when you're on the penalty kill. De Bordeley tries to clear the puck out of the zone, doesn't get it past the pressure of the Cherry Bombers. They want to keep the puck in the zone if they can. but De Bordeley will clear it out. Holds the puck against the boards. He's dispossessed by a poke check. As Kamek will turn around and now has 2-on-1. Kamek puts the puck on the net, fires it high and wide. Davenport saw that one safely. Kamek now gets a chance, winds, shoots, scores. Emily Kamek fires it over the blocking arm of Katie Davenport in the net, and the Cherry Bombers have a 1-0 lead. And Dela Cruz's penalty, unfortunately for the Shanialators, results in a goal for the Cherry Bombers. And it was the stick there of Emily Kamek, another player who came up through the development program. I hesitate to use the word graduated. The Cherry Bombers can have another player on the ice, and they worked it out. On comes Yvette Thomas now. Face off this time won by Morris. Pokes the puck through, gets it up past Yvette Thomas, who blows a tyre in the process. Sloan gets around her. Morris is loose now in the slot if they can get the puck up to her, but she's blocked. Sloan tried to get a shot through, but Davenport this time makes that one safe. And with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the first, it's the Cherry Bombers 1 from 1. Shanialators none from 4. So in the net, Nikki Bosman for the Cherry Bombers absolutely keeping them in it. 1 minute to go in the period. Cherry Bombers looking to try and get the puck across. It's loose, bobbling around the front. Davenport just a little bit exposed as the Shanialators look to clear the puck out. Just Kelly just pinched in and shoved it back in deep. It goes just around the back of the net. Good judgment from her. Puck comes up to the point. Fripp will pinch in as well. And having to race back now and pick it up, Jess Kelly, but it will go for icing. The Cherry Bombers need to be a little bit careful. Their D are pinching in when they only had the one D back in cover, and that was Jess Kelly, who learnt that lesson well over the last couple of seasons in the Dev program. The Cherry Bombers get a choice of which side to take the face off, and their centre, in this case Maguire, decides to put it onto her backhand. Shovels it across into the slot though. It's cleared out of that high risk area though by Chan. And the puck is flung down the other end, and racing now to pick it up, Douglas. Won't get there first and won't beat the clock. And at the end of the first, it's the Cherry Bombers 1 from 2 and the Shanialators none from 4 shots as the scorer sees it. If you're interested in how that statistic works, maybe you're not familiar with it, shots on the net are counted by the scorers who are sitting over in the scorer's box, and it counts as a shot on the net as if the goalie wasn't in the way and didn't have to save the puck. So if the goalie makes a save but it wasn't going to go in the net, for example it was going to miss and they catch it or they kick it or something along those lines, it doesn't count as a shot. Goalies will often argue the toss. They think, oh, but I made this magnificent save, surely that should count because it's good for their statistics. Their save percentage is based on the number of shots versus the number of saves. They may well argue bitterly with the scorers, but if the scorer thinks it wasn't going to go in, their word is final. And that determines whether or not it was a shot on the net. So you can get a lot of shots, but not necessarily have them counted as shots on the net. Shanialators 0, Cherry Bombers 1 in the first of 3. The second period, a tricky one for changes. Both teams struggling without a little bit. Again, it is rookie league. A lot of these players quite new to the game. Because they're now changing from their other side, their benches, away from their defensive end, it gets a little bit harder to manage. And this is where you'll often see more changing errors made by the teams. They line up and get themselves ready to go. Referee's just making sure that the goaltenders are all settled and ready. Face off this time won by the Cherry Bombers, played forward by Lay. But Maloney will pick that one up and shovel it in deep. Having to go back and pick it up now, Dervish. She gets there first. Reverses and flicks it up the boards. Tried to find Zhao and did. And Whitney Zhao looks up ice trying to find a connection. There's a little bit of poke checking action applied to her by the Cherry Bombers in Scarlett Maloney. Scarlett Maloney, another player who came up through the development program. This time the puck played across. It gets Lay though. Lay with a little bit of room. Tries to get onto a forehand. Just a few puck handles too many, and the stolen possession is stolen from her, and it will end up with Sylvain ideally having to chase back and get it. Doesn't get there first though. It's the race one instead by Zoe Chan who got there. Now Zhao has a bit of room, but there's a back check. Emily Komet coming with speed, just takes the puck away. Zhao puts the puck back into the corner again. Puck onto the stick of Whitney Zhao, but she's not going to get there first. Walsh will shovel it out as the Shanialators have to reload. Harrison Briscoe just dispossessed by Kmek, who shoveled it in. Lay goes cross ice, gets away with it. This time Kmek, the goal scorer from earlier, tried to put the puck again as they go backwards and forwards across the neutral zone or side to side, which is always dangerous. This time Kmek plays it safely up the boards. It's the good choice. Briscoe just loses it under her feet. Tries to shovel the puck across. It ends up onto the through the middle of the attacking zone. Battling for it now, Dela Cruz, the penalty owner from earlier, trying to make amends. As Kmek now has all the time and space in the world, no forecheck on her, she goes behind the net. Trying to find a winger to pass to, no one in deep enough to really be a viable option. She's going to have to skate it up herself. She's going to be covered there by Dela Cruz taking away her space. And as a result, it doesn't get out of the zone. But eventually the Cherry Bombers clear it out onto the stick of Kelly. Tried to get a shot away. Sorry, not Kelly, that was Darcy. And the Shanialators will dump the puck all the way down. The referee's hand is up indicating an icing. Leahy will try and beat the puck there, but doesn't make it. And it will be brought back. The reason why Leahy was sprinting down there to try and get there first, you might think, well, isn't that an icing? Why would you bother? Is because you can win the race. If the referee determines that you would have got to the puck before the defending team, by the time you get to roughly the face-off circles, they will nullify the icing and you can beat it. The risk there is you just sprinted the length of the ice, and if you don't win the race, then you're going to have to come back and you can't get a change, whereas the other team can change. They get fresh legs and you're tired. This makes a difference. Shanialator still offside. It's just ambling back there is Provost. Eventually being directed into the correct side of the face-off circle. Again, novice division, we're going to expect a few players to be out of position and be a bit disorientated. It's a stressful game. Shanialators try to clear the puck out of the zone. Shot flung in though by Lausch, but it wouldn't quite go. It was a good chance for her. As the Shanialators clear the puck out of the zone, not able to shut it down there, Morris, and it keeps going through. Loose in the slot, Slay gets there first. So LA has a chance. Tries to put the puck across the front, but Kmek was there. Lay behind the net. Goes the wraparound, puck's loose, bobbling around in the slot. But seeing the threat there, Bosman jumps on the puck and shuts that one down. Lay with some good play here. You can see just forcing the defence there of the Cherry Bombers to be a little bit disorientated. But Bosman saw it. Bosman said mine. And with 11 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the second, it's the Cherry Bombers 1 to the Shanialators yet to score. Face-off one cleanly by the Shanialators. Shot came in, getting a stick in the way and blocking that one was Nicholson. They made a nice shot into the slot, but Fripp couldn't capitalise on it. And the puck is played out of the zone by Walsh. DeBortley flicks it back in. Lausch will have to get there fast. He's going to be under pressure. Elects to play it around the back of the net wisely. It's the safe choice, but doesn't get it past Sloan, who's there. DeBortley takes a shot. It goes harmless around the back of the net. Lausch now again trying to clear the puck out of the zone under pressure. Fripp is there, keeping her busy. Walsh looks to play it up the ice. DeBortley comes in on the half boards to play it. Tries to put the puck in, but Lausch was there. Now up the ice goes Warren. Loses the puck under Warren's feet. Just goes across the middle, and it's picked up by Fripp, who shovels it back in. Lausch will have to go back and pick it up under pressure once more. DeBortley taking the boards option away wisely. Lausch goes into the middle. Dangerous play. DeBortley takes the shot. It bobbles high. That was brought about by DeBortley taking the boards away and Lausch electing to put the puck into the slot. Very dangerous call indeed. Shot was fired by DeBortley from the slot. But in the end, the Cherry Bombers will get the puck out of the zone, but it's going to go for icing. Although, interestingly enough, it looked almost as if Maloney might have won the race to that one. The referee makes the call on that one. And again, it is Lucy Parrington. She's not going to get it wrong. So with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second, Cherry Bombers with that tenuous 1-goal lead. They've been outshot 2-1, 6-3. But they've done the one thing that matters, and that's get the goal past. Parrington just trying to make sure that the centre sticks are in the right place. Cherry Bombers there in Dervish manages to get the puck out of the zone. Sorry, that was Maguire. Puck fired across the front. It's loose in the slot. Chance there for the Bombers. But it didn't quite pay out for them. Davenport was in the way and made it safe, and it's iced down the other way. It'll be brought back for a face-off at the other end. Next time this happens, of course, it runs another 20 seconds off the clock, which is good for the team in the lead. It's only one goal. It's not much. It's not the sort of lead where you want to sit back and relax. But all the same, it is a lead. And in order to win, the Cherry Bombers need to score, the Shanialators need to score twice to win the game. Cherry Bombers just need to keep them out. But scoring goals in hockey is very difficult. It's a small net, a big goalie. So even if nothing else, it's always tricky just to get the shot away, especially when there's a lot of pressure. Cherry Bombers try to clear the puck out of the zone, and they do. Jess Kelly couldn't keep it in as Cherry Bombers get tangled up. Whitney Zhao now gets around everyone. She's got two players charging in the slot. Tries to get the puck into there. Bosman makes it safe though. The puck goes back into the corner. Zhao mishandles that one, and Morris looks to clear the puck out of the zone. Can't clear it out though. It's pushed back in by Chan. Puck's loose in the slot. Just losing sight of it there. The Cherry Bombers defence is stuck under your feet. It's hard to see that. But this time here they come, and it's Morris. Morris gets onto the forehand, takes a shot from a distance. It dribbles wide. Wasn't a lot on it. Dervish got back and cleared the puck up the zone smartly. Didn't get past the defence on the board there of Jess. And back it comes the other way, Whitney Zhao. Whitney being chased though, gets a shot. Not a lot on it, but enough to trouble Bosman. Forced to save, pushed it into the corner. And now they battle on the boards to clear the puck out of the zone, and they do so. Nice work there indeed by Sarah Little. Now the puck going the other way and a shot taken. Davenport forced to make the save on a shot by Zara Little. And they battle in the corner. And now the Cherry Bombers clear the puck out. But they only get it as far as Nicholson, who fires it across. And now it's into the corner. Cherry Bombers all trapped offside, which gives the Shanialators room. And Stella Cruz came flying up. And they take a tumble as a bit of an innocent collision. As a third or fourth tumble for the game. Face-off in the neutral zone as the game was stopped briefly there for consideration of Sayolay having a tumble. No foul on anyone, so we'll go back to a neutral zone face-off in the middle. So basically restarting the game. 6 minutes to go in the second. Face-off won by the Shanialators, so they're on the stick of Dela Cruz, who's been excellent for them thus far. They play the puck up the boards twice. They get past pressure. And a forehand shot is fired. Bosman the save on the glove. Puck goes into the corner though, didn't handle it cleanly. Nash will have to come in and fix up. Second effort bounces off the pads of Bosman, and it's flicked around the back by Nicholson. Sloan tries to clear it out on the backhand, but being pressed there tightly by Nidela. The Shanialators get a chance, but the whistle is blown, and we're going to have a penalty. Maybe, or maybe it's an offside. No, just an offside on that one. Both centres having a look around, trying to see what their options are for where they want to put the puck if they win it. Kamek wins it back to Walsh, just got through her feet, but in the end it comes back up to Borderley for the Shanialators, has possession. Being pressured by Walsh and Kamek. Pushed into the corner though by Jess Kelly. The puck goes into the slot, chipped in, nice chance there indeed for Sloan. Couldn't quite finish it though, it was a great chance for her. And now the puck flies down the other end. It's not going to be icing, it's not quite going to make it. Winning the race to it, the Shanialators. The Borderley now being pressed by Kamek. Kamek just chipping away and annoying the stick. Fripp came forward to try and pinch up on the Shanialators through the neutral zone, and now Jess Kelly has it. And she plays up the boards, tries to deflect the puck out of the zone. It's kept in though, keeping the Shanialators onside. It'll be picked up though. Scarlett Maloney looks up ice. chips it off the boards, tries to get it past the pressure to Bortley, though is there. Sorry, not to Bortley. But now here comes Kamek the other way. She's got pressure on her and is robbed there. Lovely back checking work there by Dervish, who did exactly what she needed to. Walsh shovels it back in. Dervish now with room. Dervish goes for a bit of a skate, gets around one on the backhand, gets past Walsh, tries to flick onto the forehand, runs head first into Nardula. And the puck is moved out of the zone. Morris now with a chance for the Cherry Bombers, but is dispossessed. As Whitney Zhao now comes through. She's got room in front of her. She gets onto her forehand. Tries to take a shot. Does. Zhao with a shot. Almost got under Bosman. Morris comes in to thank her goaltender. It's a good shot there from Whitney. She's been threatening all game, and that's her first really good opportunity to score. Normally playing centre, Whitney. She's playing uncharacteristically at wing. Doing an excellent job of it. And it's the Cherry Bombers with just the two on the ice. The referee can just drop the puck and start the game without them if they want to. But they get back. The last one back in line is Katie Nicholson. And the face-off there, not cleanly really won by anyone as everyone was bashing away at it, but it's played out at the end. Morris gets the puck out of zone, looks up ice trying to get the puck to Darcy. Can't do it, there's too many Shanialators in the way. But Morris with good pressure up the boards, but in the end, Stolen's out. Whitney Zhao has the puck, tricks for an option, goes across, almost picked off there by Morris. Nicholson tried to chip it in past Whitney, who made that earlier good shot, which was only just saved. Puck flung all the way down the other end by Cam, but it's going to go for icing. And they will be brought back to a defensive zone face-off for the Shanialators, unable to get a change. It looked like Chan was pretty keen to get one, but not allowed. 2 minutes to play in the second. 1 goal to lead to the Cherry Bombers. The Shanialators out shooting them 2-1, but not able to get past Bosman in the net, who was doing the same thing she did last night. Face off this time won by the Cherry Bombers. They're trying to make some position. Loose in the slot is Darcy. They can't get the puck to her, and it's broken out now onto the stick of Cam. Cam is being chased by Lausch. Cam has got a loose player in the slot if she can get it up across to them, and that's Nicholson, but they can't get it through there, and Bosman will make the save. 1 minute and 27 seconds to go in the period. Shanialators yet to win a game. They had a 4-0 loss against the Adelaide Hidden Gems yesterday evening. The Cherry Bombers had a 0-0 tie against the Fairy Lights. And now the Bombers with that 1-goal lead. It's tenuous. They would love to win it, as indeed every team likes to win games. Charging in now, Dervish goes into the corner, gets a shot across. There's a risky one there. Bosman didn't quite get onto it cleanly, but enough to keep the puck out. Kamek now with the puck. Tries to clear the puck out of the zone. It's kept in, but not quite. Now Kamek has it. 3 in front of her, though. She's on her own and isolated. She's got Walsh skating in, but too far behind the play. Kamek now takes a shot from a tight angle and scores. That was a very tight angle there from Emily Kamek. Just went over Davenport's glove. You see this one on the replay. It's a shot from a long distance at a tight angle, but it goes underneath the glove of Katie Davenport. We'll get a top down in this one, hopefully, and get a little bit of a view of exactly what happened. The Cherry Bombers now with a 2 goals lead. We'll see this on the top down replay. It's a tight angle. Davenport goes a little bit wide. And actually it deflected off Davenport and went in. And that ends the second period. Cherry Bombers with a 2-0 lead. They've only had 6 shots on the net, but 2 of them have gone in. Shanialators, by comparison, have had 11, but none of them have gone. Davenport would probably want that one back. A little bit of a lucky goal there for Kamek. That's her second of the game. And in the third period, if the Shanialators can get one back and we go to a 1-goal differential, what will happen then is we'll go to stop time for the last minute of the game, so the clock will stop every time the referee blows a whistle. But if the goal differential is more than a goal, that will not be the case. Watch also, with a couple of minutes to go, for the Shanialators to possibly pull their goalie, pull Davenport from the net and go 6-on-5 and try and flood the flood the zone at the other end, try and create more scoring opportunities. It's a high-risk option. In fact, it's the highest risk option you can play. But when you're down, it's not going to get worse. You're going to lose the game or you're going to give yourself a chance to win it. Of course, the other team can get empty net goals, but quite often what happens in particular at this level of the game is the players will just take pot shots at the other end and try and score goals from a long way out. It won't go. It'll be an icing. It'll be brought back for a face-off. It doesn't count terribly well if it's not stop time. So if it comes down to 1 goal difference, then that will make a big difference. But either way, watch for the Shanialators to pull Katie Davenport with a minute or 2 to go. And go 6 on 5. So if you see that happening, that's why. Face off this time won by the Shanialators. And it's De Bordeley who has a little bit of room, skates up, gets past the first bit of pressure, but doesn't get past Lausch, who manages to get a puck in the way and steal it. Back the other way, here come the Cherry Bombers. 2 in front to beat. As Maloney goes into the corner. She'll get there first, and she's got Morris in the slot calling for it. Puck goes high slot. De Bordeley gets onto it instead. And out come the Cherry Bombers, and they have to reset. De Bordeley now picks up the cross-ice pass, gets past the first check, gets onto her forehand, winds, takes a shot. Bosman the save. Good shot there by De Bordeley. Great scoring chance there for the Shanialators, probably their best one of the game. But Bosman has been a wall throughout the tournament so far for them and makes a priceless save for them. Coming back the other way now, here come the Cherry Bombers. But it's Rob Dervish now has a bit of a chance, gets past pressure. She's got to beat Jess Kelly, chips it past, but Kelly gets a stick onto it, just bats it back the other way as we play a little bit of ping pong. Shanialators now looking to get that goal in a hurry. It's played across to the stick of Provost. Provost will dump it in under pressure. We had pressure there. Maloney was in the way, and now Sloan looks to clear it out. Sloan runs awry of the boards. And now the Shanialators clear the puck out of the zone through Thomas. Shanialators clear the zone once more there. Dervish doing a good job showing her experience and calmness under pressure. As Kelly now around the back of the net has a lot of time and space. Looks up ice. Passes it up, tries to get past the first bit of pressure, looking perhaps for Sloan. Sloan chips it out of the zone. The Cherry Bombers with the lead, but the Shanialators trapped offside. If the puck crosses that blue line, you can't play it when your players are on the other side of the line. Perhaps not aware of some of the finer points of that rule, as Parrington is just explaining it to the somewhat confused looking Christy Fripp, who is still learning the rules. Takes time. Face off one by Kmek, who the puck is chipped up through. Managed to get past 1 and 2. Kmek with another chance on the forehand, shoots. This time the save is made by Davenport. Kmek with a good chance. She's got the 2 goals though so far for the Cherry Bombers, looking perhaps to replicate what happened in the previous game when Amy Lisa Bodka got a hat-trick. Kmek perhaps looking to repeat the effort and go to the top of the goal-scoring table in the Rookie League here at the CCM National Women's Tournament. 12 minutes to play in the third. It's the 4th game of the evening. Shanialators go behind the net looking for chances. They shovel the puck up the ice, trying to get it to Zhao. Zhao beaten to it and pushed off it hard there by Jerry Lausch. Goes all the way deep into the defensive zone for the Cherry Bombers, who look to clear the puck out of the zone. Not quite able to keep it out. Whitney was well positioned and pinched in. Shovels the puck in behind the net. Lausch will get there first though. But he's robbed of the puck. Not quite quick enough to keep possession. Now Zhao hooks it in, but shoveled it wide. Had a little bit more time perhaps than she realised. The puck is kept in though. Cherry Bombers are looking to get the puck out. Walsh plays the puck up, finds Darcy. Darcy with 1 in front and 2 chasing back. 3 chasing back. And the puck shot in onto Davenport. Gives away a little rebound, but then makes it safe. And 11 minutes to play in the third. We have 2 more games to go this evening. And then tomorrow morning we have a couple of games, and then more rounds tomorrow night, and the finals are on Sunday. Next week we play host. The Melbourne Ducks will be home against the Perth Inferno. And you'll get to see Lucy Parrington with full kit on instead. And that would be a great privilege. If you're watching this on live stream and you're in Melbourne, that'll be a great couple of games to watch. If you want to watch it on the stream, we'll be presenting that for you as well, and you'll get to see top-level ice hockey in Australia between the Melbourne Ducks and the Perth Inferno. Jess Kelly behind the net. She manages to clear the puck around, tries to find some help. Whitney Zhao high up. Bosman caught a bit of a speculator. Not sure if that one went in or not. No, the referee's not calling that one a goal. It was a good shot, though. We'll see this one on the replay. Very, very tight angle indeed. A technical one for the goaltender to stop. But Bosman made it so. 13 shots on the net for the Shanialators. They must be frustrated. They think they can't even buy a goal. Bosman has been superb for the Cherry Bombers, absolutely keeping them in all these games, giving them a chance to win. Being hard to score against is the most important thing in hockey, and they certainly have been that, the Cherry Bombers. Kelly now plays the puck up the boards, doesn't get it past Chan though. Goes into the corner. Cherry Bombers look to break it out. Calling for it up high is Warren, but they can't get it out now. Going back the other way with some space to Borderley. Borderley gets past Kelly this time on the backhand. Gets onto the forehand, backhand, left and right, but Bosman the save. Bosman came out and shut it down. Great work there indeed by Nikki Bosman. That was a almost certain goal there for De Borderley, but she just couldn't quite get it. You can see here, she just deked left and right. Bosman was committed, but got the stick down on top of it. You get a really good view of this from the top-down replay. De Borderley created that chance. Bosman shut it down and said, "No, not this time, not this game, not today." Well, Bosman absolutely lights out so far. 15 shots, no goals to the Shanialators. Bosman earning stars indeed. It would have to be pretty much anyone's call for player of the game. 8.5 minutes now to play in the third. 2 goals to lead to the Cherry Bombers over the Shanialators. They get a shot again this time, and it was Cam who flung it in. As the Bombers look to fling it up the boards and clear it out of the zone. Pinching in there was Nalita. Sloan now tries to chip it out, leaves the puck behind, goes back for a second go. Clears it up the ice, but only across to the middle where Sylvia Nadella can shove it back in. Not realising that she was offside there was Zoe Chan. Everyone's yelling offside, but oh, that was me. Yes, that was you. Was it Chan? No, my apologies. That was Adrian Provost there who was trapped offside. This is Norvis League. We'll cut them some slack. Face off this time, chipped through by the Cherry Bombers. Comes back to Nadella, who dumps it in. And Nicholson will shovel it across back to the Provost, the offside offender. As the Cherry Bombers move around the back of the net. They only get it as far as Sayolay, who's on the boards though. Tries to get a shot across into the slot, makes it. As they battle across to the half boards. Everyone takes a little bit of a tumble in the slot. That's where things do get a bit rough. Comes back to Nadella, to Condon, who dumped it in. Cam was just caught offside going over to get a change. As Sloan just chips the puck through. Racing back to get there first is Condon. Condon under pressure though, just a little bit casual as the pressure came on there from Sloan. Still just mucking around with the puck in the zone. Had a chance to clear it out and chose not to. Puck is fired across the front. Davenport shuts the first one down. Maloney had a chance, couldn't quite get onto it. Another chance for the backhander that was fired in there as a cheeky one there from Simone Sloan. It didn't quite go. Sloan with another one. Davenport was down and committed. Fripp chips it in. Manages to keep the puck there from Dela Cruz, who was a good chance to get a quick breakaway. Kelly had seen it and had it covered. And the puck is flung across the top. Leahy now just keeps the puck in the zone, unfortunately for her. Has a swing and a miss, leaves the puck behind. Maloney the same. Fripp shoved the puck in. And now Bisco tries to get it out and goes across and gets the puck to Dela Cruz. Cruz clears it out of the zone. 6 minutes to play in the third. 2 goals the lead to the Cherry Bombers. Kamek on the ice looking perhaps to get her third and get a hat-trick if she can. As now the Shanialators look to reload. Kamek coming in on the forecheck, just putting some pressure on, forcing a decision. Puck played up high, and the Shanialators will move in along the half-boards. Kelly covering it though. Kamek cycles around, dumps the puck out. Nice pass onto the stick there of Darcy. Darcy couldn't hold it though, and it's back up into the middle of the neutral zone. Kelly will come in and play it. Dumps it up the boards, looking for a connection there with Morris. That didn't quite go, and the puck is played back to the goaltender in Bosman, who safely does the wise thing. Now the puck is played up the ice onto the stick of Morris. Morris, though, beaten to it by Dervish, who saw the threat, having to race back down and pick it up. Christy Fripp gets it behind the net, looks to play the puck up the boards. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to play. We're almost into the CCM final 5. As the players battle in the top of the slot. Jess Kelly now will go over in the corner and she'll backhand it up the boards. Doesn't get it out of the zone though. Now she does eventually, and it's up onto the stick of Thomas, who hoofs it back in to the offside again. Adrian Provost. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the third and final. 2 goals to lead to the Cherry Bombers. The Shanialators have had 16 shots on the net, as the scorer says. The Cherry Bombers 9. But the statistic that actually matters is what got through the 2 past the goal and tickled the twine and troubled the scorer. 2 goals to the Bombers, none yet so far to the Shanialators. Shanialators yet to score a game in the tournament. And they've been robbed, it's fair to say, by some great goaltending by Bosman, in particular an opportunity earlier on for De Bordeley, when Bosman made a lights-out save on that one indeed. Shanialators get a shot on. It goes harmlessly across the front of the net. It was a sweepy backhand attempted there by Darcy. And now the Cherry Bombers will clear the puck out of the zone. They don't though. It's hooked back in by Chan. Puck in the slot. Jerry Louse tries to hook the puck out of the zone. It's kept in though. Dervish saw the threat, but now it comes out. It's on to the stick of Maguire. Maguire loses it as she was hunted down from behind. And picking the puck up, but leaving it behind there was Dervish. Puck's in the slot, chance fired in there by Maguire. Didn't quite get past Davenport, who made that save. An important one to keep her team in the game. 3.5 minutes now to play. The puck still in the zone though for the Cherry Bombers. Now it's out. Whitney Zhao managed to clear the puck out. She's got a little bit of room. She can get past the check, but a desperate back check there by Louse. Shut that one down. And in the end, the puck just dribbles through to Bosman, who lies on top of it and says, I'm just going to take a few more seconds off the clock. With this game differential, we will not have stop time. Puck's still live. Referee hasn't blown the whistle. We all missed that one. As the Cherry Bombers run into each other. Not quite offside. It was close there for Whitney. As Jess Kelly now just mishandles it a little bit, giving Whitney a chance for a wraparound. They shoot the puck around the back of the net. Sloan will get there first for the Cherry Bombers. Tries to chip it up the boards. Chan's in the way and stops that one. 2.5 minutes now to play. 2 goals the difference. And Sloan battles away with the puck. It gets through the feet there of Kelly, who has to go back and retrieve it. Has to battle with Cam. Cam gets onto the forehand, flings it in. It goes behind the net. Might have been deflected there by Bosman. And now Kelly will clear the puck up the boards. Doesn't get it out though. It's caught on the boards there by Thomas, who pushes it back in. Another chance now for Thomas. She has to take the puck out of the zone though. Circles around with a little bit of control, waiting for Cam to get back on side. It's caught offside, and as soon as she plays it, the whistle will blow. Alice Cam there just caught offside. Thomas tried to buy some time, but not enough. 1 minute and 40 seconds to play. By the time the puck is dropped, it'll be at 1:20. Shanialators running out of time, but can they get one on the net? Can they break Bosman's shutout? There you go, Gossie, I said it. Puck dropped, face off this time won by the Shanialators cleanly. It went across to Douglas, who drives in deep. Puck fired across the back of the net, just over 1 minute and 20 to go. Walsh tries to clear it out for the Cherry Bombers. Backhands it across the slot, dangerous. But Scarlett Maloney was there and she got it. And now they reverse the play back around, having to go back and clean it up now. Nicholson for the Bombers. As the puck being pressured though, Dervish coming in with applying pressure. They go up ice, and that's going to go all the way down the other end. Not a shot, but Davenport there just fumbling it a little bit, giving Morris a chance. Morris got there first, tries to hoik a backhand across. Davenport will have to play that one. And now Dervish plays it around the back of the net. Sloan was there trying to shut it down. Now the puck comes out. Sorry, Maloney. Puck cleared out of the zone. They're trying to find Leahy, who's up high. Leahy just tips the puck up there for Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz with a little bit of room. Gets onto the forehand. Comes across the net. Takes a shot through traffic. It goes wide. It deflected off something. Someone got a pad in the way. Sayalay tries once more to put it in the slot, but there's a stick in the way. Stop that one. And the Cherry Bombers will try and clear the puck out of the zone. 16 seconds now to play. Can the Shanialators get one? There's a chance now from the boards. They fire it in from the point. Getting in the way and shutting that down. The Cherry Bombers will kill that attempt. Just owning the space in the middle. One more hurrah for the Shanialators. They wind, wait, shoot, but it goes across the front of the net. And that'll do it. And the Cherry Bombers 2, both scored by Emily Kmek. The Shanialators, despite 16 shots on the net, were unable to get anything past the irrepressible brick wall of Nikki Bosman. And at the end of the game, the Shanialators 0 to the Cherry Bombers 2. Cherry Bombers taking that one. They maintain their second place on the ladder with a win. And the Shanialators will be stuck on the bottom of the ladder. We'll be back with you in about 15 minutes for the next game of the evening.